Let's talk about getting body to our hair. This creates volume. It creates the most perfect, beautiful, natural looking wave with ease, without frizz, without kind of the wonky waves that maybe you were born with, but you want to, give them a more uniform, whether it's almost that like freshly tousled look or like the mermaid curls. Well, you haven't seen this yet, and it's probably because when we first launched it, it sold out. It hasn't been back since August. Her BodyWaver, Maria designed specifically so that you can get volume and body and texture to your hair with ease. We have it in 2 colors. This is Vintage Violet, and then we also have it available for you in the teal, which is called Timeless Teal, and Vintage Violet. Those are your 2 color choices. It's $69.98 to get it home, 4 easy payments of $17.50, and endless styling and fun. A625715. So what made you think of this BodyWaver?
Well, it's kind of like a throwback concept from being a stylist now for 40 years, actually. Yeah. It's 40 years. The body waves that we used to give in the salon, where we would take those big orange rollers or beige rollers, you might remember them, and I would give, and I would give my clients these perms that made the wave go horizontal instead of vertical.
Oh.
And so what happens is when you're putting in waves that are horizontal, you're really filling out the body. Like I'm going to do it on this section. I'll see if I can turn her a little bit. There we go. That's
so even
perfect.
the direction of the curl,
yes,
or
because
the
as you can see, it's going straight across. All you do is put it in. I have it on 360 right now, and I have a 4-second timer. So in 4 seconds, it tells me that section's done, and then I just move down to the second section. And what you see I'm creating is this really modern, very cool wave pattern, right? So what happens, and I'm gonna do this last one up here too, what happens is by going, and you know this, you're very well aware that when we have natural curl or wave, it's very uneven, right? It's all different. And that's the fun part about using the BodyWaver. You don't have to be good at it. All you have to do is put it in and move it down the section. And that's it.
Think about how much time this is going to save you this holiday season. You pick up this tool for yourself. Maybe you've let your hair air dry the day before, and then the second day you've got some of your natural hair. I mean, look at Lydia's hair and the body and the lift at the root. Think about how much time this saves you getting ready, because you can incorporate some of your natural wave, but now make it kind of whip it into shape a little bit.
Right. And what we were talking about, because these waves are going, they are horizontal this way instead of this way. It just really changes it into a look that's very fresh, very modern, and very full, very similar to what it was like when we used to get body waves. But there's no odor, there's no $200 bill, there's no chemical on your hair. It's just a way, look at the back. I mean, that's
nice.
And all this was, and we'll show you with the other girls, we just took about 1-inch sections, and you just work your way up. I did it on my own hair this morning. You did it on your own hair. We'll watch the girls doing it as well, so you can see. But it literally, like, if you really want to, like, jazz it up, look really fresh, look really new, maybe you just want to add soft, shiny waves to your hair. It's this simple. You just walk right down a section to create them. I like to do it. This is me, actually. I go up in the back first. I put my waves in. It just gives you this incredible body and fullness. So like whether you want to add the waves, whether you just want to put some fullness into your hair, it's very easy. It's very quick. And it's absolutely no effort.
I have longer hair, and it was very quick. And Maria you put a lot of layers in my hair, which has been fun playing with and trying new styles. What Maria always teaches us, instead of having to cut your hair, get yourself a new hair tool. And it changes everything, and it's so fun without the commitment. And then you can change it day to day. You will love this. Really, it's for anybody, unless you have like shorter hair than Maria, anybody can use this.
Right.
It's $69.98. You're using the vintage teal. We also have the violet. Be sure to grab it.
Okay. You might have to get that for Violet.
Yeah, for my Violet. She would love it. So,
look at those waves. I mean, it's
so a timer in too to help us like guide how when we're doing it.
Exactly. So what the timer is literally, you can pick between 4. Look at these waves.
Oh my
Can we talk about those for a second? Then I'll talk about the tool.
They're not frizzy. Like,
well,
you may have
wait
some
till you see
waves.
the before and after. Again,
no offense, Jill.
Oh, yeah.
But no, this is great because Jill, you do have some wave and texture. So you could let your hair then air dry and touch it
That's what she did.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh my gosh.
We asked her to shampoo before she came in, let it dry by itself, and then literally, again, and I will show you, make sure I show you, but you do it in sections and you just work your way up. I have to say that this, and I should have mentioned that with Lydia, by far, any of the tools that I do, this is the easiest for my clients because there's not really a way to mess it up.
Yeah.
Because you're literally just coming right down the section. And I'll show you exactly how to do it. But now, doesn't that remind you of the body waves of, I know, Allie, you're too young. You didn't have a body wave. But all of us 50 fabulous girls had many of them in our time. But that's
I remember
the look.
like a crimper, but the problem with that, it was harsh edges, and it just made your hair frizzy.
So
this gives you that smooth shine to your hair. Okay, so Miss Stacy's also using this too.
Yeah, exactly. So see, it's easier to show when someone else is using it, I think, but notice she just starts right at the root. I'm gonna show you how I like to put it in too to make sure we're putting in. And then the beep, let her know it's time to move on. And then she just goes down to the next section, meaning like it's the size of the actual tool.
Can I change how long I want that beep
Yes.
if I want like a more defined wave?
Oh, is that great? Yes, and I'm gonna walk you right through that once we see her B&A. But see, it's that Hollywood glam. I mean,
holy cats.
How about going, is that amazing? So
Look
she
at the
rough
variety
dried
she
her
has.
hair, because she has a lot of curl.
Yep.
She rough dried it first, and then just section by section. But it's that gorgeous horizontal wave that is very hard to get on your own. Stylists do a lot of tricks with flat irons and curling irons to achieve that Hollywood style. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, it looks so good.
She literally did it on her own. That's the best part.
She's got variety.
Yes.
Right? That's the thing. We want variety with our hair. Try something new. So here, this is kind of how you did the design.
So there's an on and off button. There's 3 temperature settings, 320, 360, 400, and 3 lengths of time, the timer. So you got 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds. We have our dual heaters, like you know and love Calista for, so we have a very even heat. Our ionic ceramic, our fusion technology that you know and love us for, that really gives that hair incredible shine while you're doing it. There's a lock at the bottom. That's what allows you to lock it in place if you want. And this is the best part. You know, when wavers started to come out, they were like weapons, and I thought my clients will never be able to use these irons that are going to burn them.
Yeah.
So it's cool to the touch on the outside, so you don't have to worry about burning yourself. The actual barrels, which we spent a lot of time working on, are 1.25 inches, right? So it's a very soft, and that light that you're seeing back there blinking, that's the timer. So when this gets shut, it lets you know, whatever you pick, 4 seconds to go ahead. Did you hear that?
It doesn't
and then
start
open
until
it
it's
up.
shut.
Exactly. So now I'll go, if you don't shut it all the way, like if you just move down your section, so you want to open it all the way back up and then shut it, and then this way it'll do it again in 4 seconds.
That's so smart. So you're not trying to rush.
And you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
And you're getting even pattern, right? Like you're getting even pattern. Here's my only other little trick that I like to tell all my clients. I always like the first barrel, so see how this is going up? I always like the first one to go up. That's how we get the lift.
Yes.
If I flip this way, it would go down.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
I hear you.
So
see, yes, you
I'm
want,
gonna change
this
this
is
to
what we
4.
want. And you didn't have to tease or back comb.
Oh, no, I haven't done anything but put the waves in. And here's the thing. I just put it on 360. That's the default setting. 4 seconds because Amanda has very fine hair, so I don't need that long of heat. So I'm going straight up if you notice, because I want that lift.
Yes.
You could also go down if you're doing that, and then just a little bump on the ends.
400 spoken for. What a great Christmas gift
Well,
for somebody that just wants a fun new hair tool. Could be a
Yes.
younger gal, could be somebody that wants to save themselves a little time because they can't quite do all the things maybe ever or that they used to do. Look at this.
Look at this.
Look at your, do you see your volume?
I know.
Well, and that's because you guys, I did lift that. You saw how I lifted up. If we didn't want to have all that volume, I wouldn't, like Stacy came down with it. So you have options, but look at the width of her hair now. That's the best part. Like if you're like, I just want my hair to appear you know, because when you put the curls in this way, they kind of come down and then there's curls at the bottom. Whereas this is giving you a wave right at the root. Like the easiest way to get this, if you're looking at this right now and you're thinking, I can't do that to my hair. Maybe you see women on the street or women in the back of their hair at church. You see this. You wish you could do it with your hair. The thing of it is that's why I created this tool, so that my clients could by just going down each section, that's how easy it is to get that really fun. I think it's a very youthful look too, don't you?
It's like that
I love it.
Beachy natural summer texture that just looks so perfect. It looks effortless. Right, that's what I did today.
Yeah.
And I also love it because on days where I do natural curls, after maybe day 2, my curls sometimes get stretched out. So what I could do is you just touch up with the BodyWaver. Vintage Violet, and then I also have the Timeless Teal. You've got 2 great colors to choose from. This may be a whole new concept to you, but when we first launched it, it was so popular, it sold out. We haven't then seen it back since August. We now have it as a sale price for the holiday. Grab it. $69.98, and this will be, first of all, the easiest to use, but it's also going to save you some time when you're in a pinch. Come on over. Let's talk about some more hair. We've seen long hair like myself. We've seen Jill's hair. Maria, you did it. And then show us how to like section it off.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to have this on the 360 default with the 4 seconds. For here, because her hair has lots of highlights, and I want to be sensitive with, you know, I don't want to overdo it.
Oh yeah, because maybe I'm an overachiever. I did 6 seconds.
Oh well, that's good though.
Okay.
you have so much curl that you probably could have done for, but you know, I think you can play with it.
Okay,
so I do like to section it on short hair like this. It's up to you if you want to do that bottom one, but it's usually not necessary. You don't have to be really perfect with this, because that's the thing about natural waves.
How much hair should you
About
grab?
1 inch thick and about 2 inches this way that'll fit in the barrel. I have this going up, as you can see, and then all I'm going to do is put that in. I'm going to shut, and it's going to beep for me in 4 seconds, and I know it's done. This is cool completely, so you can hold on to that. It beeped.
Oh,
I'm just going to bump that end just so it goes under.
Yeah.
See that wave?
I like that. I like
so
that.
So it's that simple. I'm going to do one more. Like you could, and here's the fun thing. Like I said before, second day hair, this is so fun for, because we already have curls in Trisha's hair, as you saw before, but we can play and put some of these in and, you know, just kind of get that fullness back into her hair. But see, once we make that wave, look at how that's like, look at that pattern. That is so unique and cute, and you can just work your way. You know, next section would be.
It looks natural.
Yeah, right?
This is $700 now spoken for. If Trisha midday, before work, or even after work, wanted to go to the gym and do like a Pilates class or work out, but she's like, oh, my hair looks so good, I don't want to sweat a little bit. You just rough dry with a blow dryer and then touch it up with the BodyWaver. You will find, you're like, that's my fastest hair hack ever. And she gets that great style. It doesn't have to take you a very long time to get a great style. You just have to have the right tools, like a BodyWaver. Under $70, join the over 500 that have already grabbed it just in this show. So you took another just like inch section.
Show, yep, 1 inch. You see about an inch, couple inches this way. I'm just holding onto the tail. It beeps, so I know that it's ready to move on to the next one. And then, oh, this wouldn't shut off. I was wondering why. I'm like, why isn't it beeping a lot?
This isn't quite.
Isn't that interesting? So let's try that again with the one that's hot. So I have it on 4 seconds. You're going to hear the beep. Okay.
Here, I got that one on for you now.
Thank you. It's going to beep in 4 seconds. And then I'm just going to do this bottom tail. Because she's very highlighted, I might not even wait for the full beep. That's up to, you know.
Okay.
There we go.
But
look at that wave
pattern. You
I mean, you literally just work your way up.
Cute.
That's it. I mean, that. And I didn't, with her hair, we had done waves because we're going to use her for, we used her with the bounce cream and some other things. But I just wanted to show you like how quick that you do it.
You could touch up 800 now out the door. Can you explain to me again?
Yes, I'm going to bring Lydia. Oh, okay.
Explain why we didn't do curls up and down and why the horizontal gives us more body.
Yeah, because here's the thing. When you are curling in this direction, you're already bringing your hair down.
Yeah.
Whereas with the horizontal, that first one is going up. So immediately we get this kind of lift. I'm going to show you again with, was this one? And it heats up so fast. Like you just turned this on.
I budged in line with the models.
It's totally fine. We have plenty of time. And the good thing is I just want to make sure you see, but I'm going to give her a little bit of lift at that root. So I'm going up a little bit.
Okay.
So, and I have that first one going the right direction, which is up this way. Here's my little end. I have it on 4 seconds. So there we go. It beeped. and then I just move down to the next section. Ooh. Again, don't worry, you don't have to be perfect. Natural waves are not perfect. But look at that, isn't that cute? And then you just spray, I like to spray it so it, you know, I get hold to it.
Look how pretty.
But look at, you did all of these gorgeous waves yourself,
and I did
which
it fast,
is amazing.
too.
That's the fun thing. Like one of the